Hi guys, this is Bullish Villa Academy here again. Alright, so very quickly, I'm going to be walking you through the trades I took this past week. I'm also going to be explaining to you the reasons why I took those trades. I took those trades on Eurusd and Gbpaud. So I'm going to be starting with the Eurusd trade. Now for the Eurusd trade, I'll go to the 4-hour time frame. Now the reason why we are going to the 4-hour time frame is for us to have an holistic view of the markets. Like we all know, the top-down analysis, that means we are starting from the higher time frame, then we narrow it down to the lower time frame. So if we come to the 4-hour time frame, like we can see on Eurusd, you see that the market has been ranging, and see we have the support level here, we have the resistance support level here, and we also have the resistance level here. Yes. So we have the support and we also have the resistance level. You can see the market has been ranging. So let me show you what we have here. So you can see we have a ranging market. You see the market has been ranging. So we've been having a ranging market. Alright, so this is for the 4-hour time frame. So as at the beginning of this week, so the market was around, you can see this was on the 3rd of September. This was where the market was. Let me go lower to so as at the beginning of this week, the market was around this zone, close to the support, and since it was close to the support, I was actually expecting a bullish trend since we are in a ranging market. I was expecting a bullish trend. Alright, so let me go down to the 15 minutes time frame. So I take my trade on 15 minutes time frame. Alright, so let's check on the 15 minutes time frame. Now we are in the 15 minutes time frame already. So this was on the 3rd of September. So we had, like I said, I was expecting a bullish trend, and then so this was on the 3rd of September. So I had to wait patiently since you can see we're having a lower low, lower high. Then this was where the market closed on the 2nd. Then the market opened here. So what I was expecting the market, since the market has opened on the 3rd, I was expecting the market to come and take away this low, to come and take this low, this last low, then before going up. So I was expecting that the market would come and take away this low. The market will come and mitigate this low, then before going to the upside, and that was what happened here. So like I said, I waited patiently. So, and that was exactly what happened here. You can see. Let me remove this. And so we had this low, we had this high, lower high. Then the market came down. At first, the market started going up here. So some people would have entered a buy here and it would have taken them out. Then the market continue coming down. Then he gave us another higher high. There was another bearish trend there. Can you see? Another bearish order flow. Higher high, higher low, higher high. You understand? Some people would have taken this buy too, but I was still waiting patiently. I was waiting for market to come clear this last liquidity. Like liquidity is where the money is. So I was waiting for the market to come and clear this low. And that was exactly what the market did. So watch closely. Price came to clear it. And you see, it came to clear it. Then we had a rejection. And it pushed the upside there. I entered my buy here. You see. So I got 2 hour here. It was a 1:2 ratio trade. So I got 2 hour in this trade. That was on the top. Then on the 4th, on the 4th, I said it was still a bullish trend. I was expecting that price would come down. Price would come down. The trace then start going up. So I took an early buy here. Can you see? I took an early buy. In fact, I already sent an anticipated structure to my Telegram channel that price might come here and mitigate or take out this low. You can see this liquidity here before going up, and that was exactly what price did. But I was not patient enough. And see, I think this was what actually confused me. You can see we had a push up a little there. It was rejected. So I don't know. I just hit an early buy here, and the price came to take me out. Then after clearing this low, you see, price came to clear this low. Price came to clear this low. After clearing this low, then it continued to range, and it gave us a bearish, a bullish order flow. You see, so we can see. Let me show you what we have here. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Then started ranging. So this one, there was no another lower low. Instead, you can see it didn't break this low. So we had this push down, we had this push up, then we had higher high, higher low. Can you see? Then higher high. So you can see this high now has broken this last high. Immediately we had this. Immediately I saw that has happened. Can you see? So we had a break of structure here. So we had a break of structure here. So immediately I saw this break of structure. That was before the close of the day. So I knew that okay, the bearish or bullish trend has started. And you can see when the market opened on Friday, can you see? The market continued going up. So since it was going up, it has broken this, and I was actually expecting it to come back. So since it didn't come back, I knew okay, we are already in the bullish trend. So I waited patiently before I entered this market here. So you can see it ranged a bit, then we had another higher high. And then immediately it came back, and this candle was rejected. I took my buy here. So I entered a buy here to Friday. And then, so I was actually targeting 1:2. I targeted 1:2 for that Friday. And also that Friday, we had the NFP news. You can see the NFP news was in this place because I was actually on the chart then. So it was so fast. So I entered 3 positions. I closed 2 of those positions before the news. Then I left the other one. I brought my stop loss to break even. Then NFP came and went my way. So it was actually a 1:5 for me that instead of 1:2. Although I've closed to position and I've taken partials already. So these were the trades I took on Euro USD. So I won 2, I lost 1. So I just lost 1 hour here. I got 2 hour here, and this I got 4.5 hour on this trade. Now let's go to the GBP AUD. Alright, so for the GBP AUD, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Now when we look at the 4 hour time frame in this chart, you will see that we have a support, we're having the resistance, we're having the support below and the resistance above. So you can see. So this is what we have been having so far. So I came to the 4 hour time frame and I checked this. I said, okay, fantastic. Then price has come to mitigate this supply, and it was already going up already. So price already came to mitigate this supply. So I was already expecting that we are going to be having a bullish trend. I was anticipating, because if price has broken below this demand, if price has broken below this demand, then and it gave us a pullback and it continued going down, then that means that we are now in a downtrend. But once immediately price got here, you can see this is on a 4 hour time frame. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame so that I can be clear. And you see, so this is 1 hour. And so immediately price got to this level, and you see what it gives. So it broke out of this. Now before then, we are having a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And you see, then lower low. Then we had this high that broke this last high. And you see, broke it, then we retested it, then we had another high, then a pullback and a new high. So you can see that this structure now has been broken already. We had a broken structure there. So this was a clear broken structure here. So immediately we have this, I knew that okay, we are expecting a bullish trend. So let's go to the 15 minutes, because I take my trade on the 15 minutes time frame. Alright, so on the 1st of September, I was on the chat. So, and then I took a buy here. And why did I take a buy here? Now the reason why I took this early buy that took me out was that I saw this bullish order flow. Can you see? High, low, high. Can you see? Low. Can you see? Then high. So I saw this bullish order flow, and I wanted to trade alongside. So when I entered the market, when I saw the chart, it was already giving a bullish order flow. We had this high, this low, we had this high, we had this low, this. So I was expecting that we have another high here. So that was why I took this buy here. I took the buy there. I took this buy, this level here, this zone here. So, and then now what I was supposed to do was, when I took the buy, you can see at least the buy came in. It gave me almost 25. 1 is to 2.5. but later when it came down to take me out. Now you can see that we're having a liquidity here. We have this liquidity here. And don't forget that price will always create liquidity, then come back to grab liquidity and move. So we're having this liquidity here. Can you see? So immediately price took me out here. I was waiting that price will come and grab this liquidity. Then I was expecting that price will come to grab this liquidity. That once price grabs this liquidity and it begins to give me a bullish intent, then I'm going to take a buy. But in case price grabs this liquidity and it breaks out of this zone, maybe something like this. I don't think price has given me something like this. Price grab this liquidity, then breaks out of that zone, then came back to the test and is giving me a bearish trend or bearish intent. Then that means I might want to enter a sell. But that was not the case here. So immediately I have price coming to grab this liquidity. Price took this liquidity, then immediately took it. You can see look at what we have here. So let me zoom it. Can you see? So we have the lower low. Can you see? Lower high, lower low, lower high. Then higher low, because the last low was not broken. So higher low, higher high. You can see that this was the last lower low. So this low now has been taken out. So we had a break of structure already. Can you see? We're having a break of structure. So you can see that it is very easy. Understand? So this was the last low, but now this was the last high. Now this low now, we didn't take this out. So we have a new high that's taken out the last high here. Can you see? So we have this new high. Understand? We have this new high. So immediately I saw this. So this structure has been broken. So that was when I knew that, okay, I think the bullish trend has started. Can you see? So immediately I saw that. Immediately I saw that I took So immediately I saw that this has been broken, and we had a pullback a bit. So I entered a buy. For that day again. So I entered a buy, and I made some money. Although my target was 1:3. So my target was 1:3, but I got 1:1.5. So at least that one was able to cancel the loss I had earlier on. Then I waited till the next day, which was in the second. Can you see? So I waited till the next day. Although I already anticipated this structure, which I shared on my Telegram group already. Now I anticipated that price was going to come to this level and then go up, and that was exactly what happened. And what did I see? So I'm going to share with you what I saw. What I saw was this liquidity here. Can you see? This candlestick, there was a pullback. Price came to this level then. So I was expecting the price would come back to this level, to this liquidity, and that was exactly what price did. You can see, price came back to this level, then came back again, and started. So immediately we had a pullback. I entered a buy here. So I was able to get the 1:2 here. So that was on the second for Gbpaud. So okay. Now there were also some trade that I anticipated also, and I shared on my Telegram. Those trades played out. just like this one, so on the 3rd. So this trade for on the 3rd, we had this is this demand level. We have the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then lower low. Then we have this lower low. But normally we are supposed to have a lower high and a lower low. But that was not the case. And so that instead of that, we had an higher high. This high now has broken this last high. Can you see? Higher high. See? Higher high. We had this high. So immediately we had a break of this. Can you see? Let me zoom in so that you know that so it's actually a break of structure. So this page now we had a break of structure here. So this was the last high, and this was the new high. You see that this high is higher than this. So immediately we have this. So for the break of structure, it can be body, it can be weak. So once there is a break, it is a break of structure. Whether it is a body or it is with the weak. And see, immediately we have this break of structure. I already knew that the uptrend has begun. So immediately I saw that. So I was already anticipating. So we had a break of them, we have a pullback. There you can see we have this higher high, higher low. So immediately we have this break of structure here. I was expecting a pullback. So I entered a sell here. Although I didn't take the trade, but I just analyzed and it went my way. Then immediately this sell was done and it got to this level. I entered a buy because I saw this candle. This was a strong bullish candle, looking like a Marubozu. So I saw the way the candle was forming. So I entered a buy, and it also went as anticipated. Then you can see we started having a bullish order flow. Can you see we had a low, high, higher low. Then we had higher high. This high now has broken this low. Can you see higher high, higher low? Can you see? So we had, can you see higher high? Can you see higher low, higher high? Can you see higher low? Before we had another higher high. Can you see? So this is a bullish order flow that we had. So I didn't trade Gbpaud on Thursday and Friday. I traded Eurusd. So you can see, and then traded Eurusd. So we had a bullish trade. So now what I'm going to be, you can see that it is very simple. You understand? Just apply the top-down analysis. The top-down analysis simply means that we are starting from the higher time frame. Then we narrow it down to the lower time frame. So what I do, I go on my 4-hour time frame. I check the overall trend. Then I come down to 15 minutes. I mark my zone. Then I wait for the price to come. I wait for market to always come to me. So I don't chase the market. And what I trade most times is liquidity and structure. And I tell you, it has always been working. 9 out of 10 times it will work. Liquidity and structure. Because what the market does is that the market creates liquidity, then come back to grab it and move. Create liquidity, comes back to grab it and move. Can you see? The market creates liquidity, then comes back to grab it. Understand? So the patience to wait for one market to come to your entry, that is one of the challenges that most traders face. But I tell you, the more you give into it, the more consistent you are, the more it becomes clearer. So these were the trades I took this week. So my expectation for this new week, For the GBPAUD, I'm still expecting a bullish trend, you can see. So I'm still expecting that the market will go up. Yes, I'm still expecting a bullish trend. So you can see we had on the 4-hour time frame now. On the 4-hour time frame now, we are having a push higher low. Yes. So I'm still expecting it to go up for the GBPUSD. So I'm still expecting an uptrend since we have not broken this zone. So this is a demand zone. So now, if I want to anticipate or I want to predict ahead for the new week, so this is what I'm going to do. So this was where the market closed on Friday. So what I'm going to do here is okay, so I can actually spot a fair value gap here. I can actually spot a fair value gap here. So this is fair value. And also, we have liquidity here, so you can see price may want to come to this liquidity before going up. So I have two zones already here. This is the first zone, and this is going to be the second zone. So we're having a fair value gap, and we're also having, you can see this liquidity here. You can see this is liquidity. Also, can you see this place? This is liquidity. So don't forget that liquidity also validates a zone. So this liquidity here is validating the zone. This liquidity here is also validating this zone. Coupled with this fair value gap. So what I will do is that I will have two positions. So it's not a big deal to have two positions, you know, as a trader, because I'm not expecting this low to be taken out. This is a protected low. This low here now is a protected low. So I'm not expecting this low to be taken out. You understand? So the price can come to take it, then start going up. So because we are still in a bullish trend. So what I'll be expecting for next week, I'll be expecting long. Okay. So I'll be expecting the price, either price will come to this zone. So 1:2. But let me make it, this 1:3. So I'm expecting that price will come to this zone. Because number one, we have a fair value gap. Then number two, we're having this liquidity here. This is a liquidity. You can see this week here now, this is a liquidity. And liquidity validates a zone. So price will come and go up. Price can either come here or if it doesn't work here, then we look at the next zone, which is this. So we look at this next zone. This is the next zone I'll be looking at. So the price gets here and break this zone, then probably it's coming here. And once it comes here, we won't be able to break this. And even if it breaks it, it's going to go up. So this is what I'll be expecting. I'm expecting either this coming. So I'm expecting where is this? I'm expecting the price to come down, then go up. Or price will come down here, then go up. These are my expectation for Gbpaud on Monday by the grace of God. So price will come to this level of liquidity validated zone, like I said, then push up. Or if it doesn't work here, come down here, take out this liquidity, then start going up. But if price should give us something like this, for instance, if we have a pullback like this and this, and then once price breaks this zone and we have a retest and it's good, then that means we may now be having a bearish trend. So, but my bias for Gbpaud for Monday is still a bullish trend. So you can see us anticipating a bullish trend for Monday. Then for EURUSD, my bias for EURUSD is still a bullish trend. And the reason is, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, there is this is the 4-hour time frame. Oh, okay. Oh. My bias for EURUSD, since this supply has been mitigated, I think we are going to be having a bearish trend, not bullish trend. So you can see that we've had price such and mitigated the zone once, twice, 3 times. You can see this is the 4th time now. You can see, and even after mitigating this, you can see weak rejections here. Can you see? So it mitigated. You can see weak rejections, and also the candlestick even closed below the zone. Understand? So my bias for EURUSD is going to be a bearish trend. It's going to be a bearish trend for the week. My bias for EURUSD for the week is going to be a bearish trend. So let's look out for our zone. Very, very easy. And you can see. Now this is a 15 minutes time frame. So we can see what the last thing we had here. We had higher high, higher low, higher high. Can you see higher low? Then this high, was it taken out? Let's check carefully whether it was taken out. It's like it's almost equal. It's this high now was not taken out. You can see this high here wasn't taken out. Can you see? This last high here wasn't taken out. Instead, we had a push down. This is a lower low. Can you see? So we had a lower low, a lower low, a lower high, then a lower low. So this low now has broken this last low. So since this last low now has been taken out, that means we're already having a bearish intent. Yes, a lower low. And this low, let me see, okay, this low, you can see it has taken out this low, and it's almost, you can see then, we're having a ranging, then this low now has taken out this low here, can you see? Yes. So I'm already expecting a bearish intent on Eurusd for the week. I'm already expecting a bearish intent on Eurusd. This last low now have been taken out. This low has been taken out. This low has been taken out. This low has been taken out. I'm expecting a bearish intent on Eurusd. So what I'm going to do is that my anticipated bias now is a bearish intent. So what I will just do is so for the new week or for Monday, I'm going to expect a pullback. So you can see that we are having let's see, we are having liquidity here already. This is where we have liquidity. So we have rejections here. So we are having our first zone here. We are having our first zone here. You see. Don't forget that liquidity validates a zone. This is going to be our first zone. Price can come back, then give us a bullish intent or go down from here. So we're having this is going to be my first zone for Monday. So for the week, I'm expecting a bearish intent, but for Monday, so this is my first zone. Then this is going to be my second zone, which is the extreme. So I'm not expecting price to break this high for Monday. I'm not expecting price to break this high. So what am I expecting for Monday? I'm expecting that price will come. The price is going to come to this zone. So we are going to short. Price will come to this zone. One is 2. Then I'm also anticipating that in case price doesn't make it of this zone, if price should break this zone, it can come up here. Price can come up here and use the extreme zone. So in Forex, we wait patiently. So you can come up here and use this extreme zone. So price will come up, then mitigate this liquidity level and come to the downside. And you see. So this is 1:2. So this one can be 1:3. So 1:3. So this is my bias for Eurusd for Monday. So this is my bias for Eurusd for Monday. So I'm expecting price to come to this level. Now here we have liquidity. So don't forget that liquidity validates a zone. So once price can clear this liquidity, then come down. Price can come clear liquidity and then to go to the downside. And then or if it breaks out from this low, this liquidity, then this is the next zone. This is the next zone. So I'm not expecting it to break out. But if price should come and break out of this zone and continue to go up, then I'll be expecting a pullback before I'll now take a buy. That means if price should break out of this high here, that means we are now having a bullish intent. So like I always say, just be patient with the charts. Just allow price to lead you. Just allow price to lead you. Just allow price to lead you. So this is going to be our analysis for this week. So I hope you have gotten something from our video today. So I want you to follow my YouTube channel and give my YouTube channel a like, and also subscribe so that you can always see new videos whenever I drop them. That is one. And also, if you want to join my community, I'm going to drop the Telegram community group link so that you can join community. In my Telegram community, we have like-minded traders, so where we drop our charts, we drop different things related to Forex, and also that is where I drop my free signals. So I drop free signals for traders. Alright, thank you so much for your time, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye bye.